Hello everyone, it is day 4 of week 2 of Mark and the Mark rehearsals. We are into our kind of home straight now, gearing up for the beginning of the tour, which starts next week. So today we're going to have a little think about the audience, the most important people in the room. So there's a number of ways in Mark and Mark where we involve and engage and interact with the audience. Do you want to tell me some stuff about that?
Yeah, so there are a few sections of some of the game sections. Are we allowed to divulge spoilers?
Yes.
Okay.
Spoilers!
Nice. There's a nice bit we do with clicks. So we'll pass the clicks to each other, establish a friendship, and then pass it outwards. So breaking that fourth wall and saying, hey, we're all in here together, let's all play, which is really nice. Yeah, what else is there? There's clicks.
Yeah, we've got clicks. We've got, I guess later on in the piece, we put quite a lot of pressure on the audience, don't we?
Yeah. They have work to do.
Yeah, they do have work to do, and I think we challenge them, and we challenge their inaction, if that makes sense. And so, yeah, there's definitely a point in the narrative where the audience is sort of forced to pick a side in a way.
Yeah.
And I think the games at the start, which are so light and so playful, help to kind of establish that. And before they know it, they're kind of like, oh gosh, what's going on?
They've been recruited into a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a lot of audience participation. You've got the clicks. We also have passing of the cloth. We make it very apparent from the start that the audience are very much involved within the play as much as the actors. We keep it very honest, and we don't ignore our audience. We look at them a lot. We engage with the audience a lot. Obviously, it makes it more immersive for them, I feel, and it keeps them engaged.
So what about in the moments of the show where we aren't doing like what you'd think of as conventional audience participation? How else are we kind of connecting with them other than in those moments where we're like directly asking a kid to do something with us? What are the other kind of strategies we're using to keep connection with them?
Yeah, I guess it's probably worth saying our performances in the round.
Yep.
So we've got audience on all sides, and I think it's really important as performers that we're always sending our thoughts out. And it's very easy for it to send it down or up, but the audience are kind of like a sort of a mirror in a way. You've got to sort of pop everything out. So I think it's obviously we include them in the games, but also including them in maybe some of the more intimate moments and more the kind of introspective moments.
Like in your thought process.
Yeah.
So you're kind of asking yourself a question and you'll sort of
Yeah.
bounce the idea of a question to the audience, even if you're not actually verbally saying, do you think I should pick this bucket up?
Yeah.
You're kind of sharing that thought process, that decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice.
There's some really nice discovery moments, like because we've got an iPad in the show that makes these like really cool wacky noises, which I think Zacky's character discovers more than ours. But we have these discoveries of like, oh, that's cool, and it's like we're bringing the audience in with that discovery, so they're on the entire journey in a way, even if it's just by little looks like, isn't that cool? Like, oh my gosh.
It's almost like we never know any more than they do.
Yeah.
In some ways. So they discover something at the same moment that we do, and we go, oh, did you know that would do that? It's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like we know less than they do.
I think, I think that's kind of how it should be as well. How are you going to go about when we start the tour picking the children? Because there's certain moments where you're asking like one specific child to interact, and some of them are quite gentle, like, clicking at them. But a couple of the moments need a little bit more from the child. How are you going to pick which kids want to be involved and which kids don't want to feel like an idiot?
You're going to get a spotlight.
Yes, exactly. How do you choose the child that gets the spotlight?
It's important to make like every single person in the audience feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So you can't really just ignore a person in the audience, but you can obviously tell who not to choose and who to choose. So obviously there's always the loudest kid.
Yeah. So what's the body language you're going to look for? What's the body language that you're going to look for?
Probably a child that's maybe leaning more forward or like fully invested, rather than like, please just don't look at me, don't pick me.
Yes. There's definitely a kind of either a lean forward or a lean back when actors come close to the audience. And while the leaning back kids, they're probably enjoying it, but they may be enjoying it on a more, they want a little bit of separation. Yeah. But there's usually some kids who are, let me in! They're the ones to go for. We've got a few visitors coming into rehearsals over the next couple of days to be a practice audience for you, and we've had a tiny bit of that with Jack, our MD, coming in yesterday. Are you looking forward to having humans rather than just me running around like a nutter? I'm a child over here. I'm a child over here.
Yeah, I think I'm excited and a little bit scared. I was a little bit nervous, but I think maybe that's good.
I think there's always something special as well. Like in the show, we need bags of energy and we're always bouncing off each other. But when you get that added bit from someone outside, like, you can see they're loving it, and it's a click back.
It gives you so much more energy when you see someone more like, because you're feeding off their concentration. So
amazing. Great. So we are nearly there. We're nearly at the point of a live audience. So we better go and finish the show.